What's going on, guys? We're finally going to be doing another movie review today, and today we're finally going to be talking about Scooby-Doo Happy Halloween. Now, before I get into any spoilers about this film, go ahead, check it out. You can go get it on DVD. You guys go watch it online. That's how I was able to do it. But let's go ahead and talk about it, and I'm going to give you guys what I thought about it, what I disliked about it. But there's a lot going on in this film, and some of it works and some of it don't work. But the whole initial story of Scooby-Doo Happy Halloween is where the gang is basically attending a Halloween parade led by Elvira, and then it is attacked by Scarecrow, where the gang is able to stop him, and then when they do, they try to celebrate Halloween. Then Shaggy and Scooby try to go get trick-or-treating, and then once that happens, we do see where, unfortunately, they discover another drone that was being used to attack the parade, and when that does happen, we do see where toxic waste and Scarecrow's fumes of his stereotoxin basically somehow create these evil walking alive pumpkins who eat people and then they turn into pumpkins. Shaggy and Scooby try to run and tell Velma, Fred, and Daphne about it, and they don't care. Velma was actually being very like Velma, like she always wants, scientific explanation, and she kind of got on my nerves by the way she was kind of being with Scooby and Shaggy, and then she finally admitted later on down in the film where she actually is afraid of basically failing her friends, not understanding something, which later gets to be revealed, about what actually happens, because it does connect to the previous movies, which I'm really not going to get into, but at the very ending, you do see where there's a big connection of the last few movies that actually will make sense. But then, of course, with Fred, of course, being how Fred is, being very upset now that the Mystery Machine got messed up and it gets replaced by one that Bill Nye is able to replace for them and use against the pumpkins as well. And of course, Elvira being in this movie, Scarecrow being in this movie. Now, what was really interesting is that each one of the characters that did a big cameo, actually, it made sense on the reason why they made a cameo. But at the same time, I think there was so much going on in this movie, I think there could have been just a little less. Because every time, there has not been an exact real like ghost per se or a threat since Zombie Island and Witch's Ghost, and those honestly I think were the best two of the franchise, and I think that's why I think I try to have such high expectations for Scooby-Doo films, even though it has to do with either guys in a mask or machines or whatever. And I think that's one of the reasons why I think this film I enjoyed it, but I enjoyed it to a certain degree because again, they put so much in this film that, like, for 30 minutes, basically all it was a car chase. You also had where Daphne was trying to be like Elvira for Halloween, which was cute and funny because, again, I love Daphne. I think she's a very funny, crazy, and hype character. She's always like, yippee, And then, of course, you got Fred, who, at the very end, which was really, I think it was stupid, where there was like a Rambo moment where he makes all these, he's like, I'm gonna do what I'm good at, I'm gonna make traps, and I'm like, dude, seriously? And he like tears his shirt off and he starts trying to be like Rambo and Predator, and Arnold Schwarzenegger from Predator. He does like a yell from Predator, and I'm like, really? Did you guys really put that in there? It was stupid, but it was also funny at the same time. It was more stupid than it was funny, in my personal opinion. But we also do see where Shaggy and Scooby actually don't get scared as much as we normally would think. They normally don't get scared as much as they normally would in every single film, which is hilarious. But at the same time, we also get to see a little more of Elvira, which I did enjoy seeing Elvira. I love seeing anything else to do with Elvira. I found it funny how they wanted to put, which I found really interesting, how they wanted to put Scarecrow, a Batman villain, in this, and I didn't think that was honestly good to do. And the reason why I say that is because Scarecrow, honestly, each character, like, I'm going to use you guys for a example, and I'm so happy that Cassandra Peterson, aka Elvira, was able to voice her character, of course, in Scooby-Doo Happy Halloween. But what really got me a little angry was that they wanted to have a Batman villain in something that didn't have Batman, and I'm like, why would they do that? And it made no sense, because if you guys remember from like Scooby-Doo Mysteries or Scooby-Doo Meets whoever, like Scooby-Doo Meets Batman and Robin, it was centered around Batman and Robin, or Laurel and Hardy, it was centered around Laurel and Hardy, or the Addams Family, it was centered around every character they met, and it wasn't really centered, like, Bill Nye didn't have to be in there as much as that he had to be. Elvira was in there just because it was Halloween, and that didn't really bother me, but they didn't have a whole lot of Scarecrow in there, but when they did, it kind of made me go, okay, what is the purpose of having a Scarecrow in there, and then they tried putting it in there about the reason why Scarecrow was in there, which I still found really stupid, about why would Scarecrow go to a completely different town other than Gotham City, which is a little fun, but at the same time, it makes me kind of just sit here and go, okay, what exactly were they thinking of when they did this film? But again, I know I'm nitpicking, but at the same time, I'd rather be honest with you guys about what I did like and what I did not like. What I did like about it, again, was having to see Elvira in this. I really enjoyed that. Seeing the Halloween vibe with Scooby-Doo is really cool, because anything that has to do with Scooby-Doo, Halloween, or certain holidays, whether it be Halloween or Christmas, honestly, I really enjoy seeing, because it's really funny. Scooby-Doo is really more centered around Halloween events anyway, so I enjoyed that. I also enjoyed the Pumpkins enemy to a certain degree. I thought it would have been better if they were quote unquote real. Spoiler alert, again, they're not real. They're animatronic with drones, so I'm just going to let you guys know that now. And at the very end, it kind of makes you think, like, whoa, are they going to do another movie to this? Which they probably will, to kind of catch up the events to this movie, which I probably will watch and do another review as well. So let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Did you guys watch it? This is fun to watch with your kids, fun to watch with your significant others. So let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I'll see you soon.